The only thing that separates one people from another is the wall inside their heads when they forget we are all brothers. The only thing that separates one people from another is the wall inside their heads when they forget we are all brothers. One day I traveled to Berlin just where the wall was. They tore it down in '89 in the name of love, but to some of us the wall still stands, and to some it never did. The problem lies not in the stones, but in the minds that built it. The only thing that separates one people from another is the wall inside their heads when they forget we are all brothers. The only thing that separates one people from another is the wall inside their heads when they forget we are all brothers. Everyone around the world all feel the same emotions. The children know what Lenin said, that all we need is love. We've glorified the intellect and sacrificed the heart. Let's blow the walls to kingdom come. We all can do our part, yeah. The only thing that separates one people from another is the wall inside their heads when they forget we are all brothers. The only thing that separates one people from another is the wall inside their heads when they forget we are all brothers. Paradise is nothing but a state of mind when there's love in your heart. Unity is waiting just around the bend. Now's the time for us to do our part. The only thing that separates one people from another is the wall inside their heads when they forget we are all brothers. The only thing that separates one people from another is the wall inside their heads when they forget we are all brothers. The only thing that separates one people from another is the wall inside their heads when they forget we are all brothers. The only thing that separates one people from another is the wall inside their heads when they forget we are all brothers.
I was always rushing everywhere, going from town to town, playing my music, living my dream, when suddenly the world shut down. The virus hit us just like that. I didn't know what I'd do, but I quickly found out love and kindness was gonna get me through. Love and kindness, hearts that give. This is what guides us, the best way we can live. Things won't be this way forever. Let's stay strong and hold it together with love and kindness each and every day. So many of us have been hurting. So many of us are unsure. Will we ever go back to normal? Will they ever find a cure? I thank God each day that I wake up that my loved ones are still here. I have faith and I have hope. I won't be ruled by fear. I choose love and kindness, hearts that give. This is what guides us, the best way we can live. Things won't be this way forever. Let's stay strong and hold it together with love and kindness each and every day. This all happened for a reason, there's no doubt in my mind. This is the changing season we must leave always behind. I believe in love and kindness, hearts that give. This is what guides us, the best way we can live. Things won't be this way forever. Let's stay strong and hold it together with love and kindness each and every day. Love and kindness each and every day.
There was a time in my life when I had blurred vision. I wasn't finding peace anywhere, and I certainly wasn't finding truth in religion. So one day I decided that I would sit in the silence in my room, and I vowed that I would stay there till something in me moved, and I heard a voice. It was a still, small voice, and this is what it said. God is here. God is here. No matter where I am, God is here. Now I see God everywhere, a little more each day. I see God in the flowers and in the bills that I choose to pay. I'm feeling God in my breath, spoken with each word. Oh, I'm feeling God breathe His life into me. Let God's love be was a wise man, and this is what he said. He said that God is good all of the time, and that's stuck, oh, it's stuck in my head. So I said it as my mantra each and every day. I said it until I believed it. Now that's my life each and every day. Yes, I finally achieved it. Sing it with me now. God is here.
How many ways can I be grateful? How many ways? Given the chance, I'm gonna tell you now. How many ways can I give thanks for the blessings I have known? I've got a list, and I will tell you how. Grateful for each breath awake, grateful for each step I take, grateful that I'm here to play my part. Grateful for the morning sun, grateful when the day is done, grateful that I have you in my heart. Grateful for this universe, for the better and the worse. Grateful that this world keeps spinning round. Grateful for my memories, grateful for my hopes and dreams, grateful for the blessings I have found. I give praises for all the gifts I have. Given the chance, I'm gonna shout out loud. Grateful for each breath awake, grateful for each step I take, grateful that I'm here to play my part. Grateful for the morning sun, grateful when the day is done, grateful that I have you in my heart. How many ways can I be grateful? How many ways? How many ways can I be grateful? How many ways? How many ways can I be grateful? How many ways? How many ways can I be grateful? How many ways? I'm grateful. How many ways can I be grateful? How many ways? I'm grateful. How many ways can I be grateful? How many ways? I'm grateful. How many ways can I be grateful? How many ways? I'm grateful. How many ways can I be grateful?
Hello and welcome to the Pod Sunday service. We are a multi-faith community and we believe that there are many paths to one divinity. So what does that mean for you sitting at home watching this moment? We have 9 different faith perspectives and 9 different music acts that come together with a talk and 2 videos with our introduction and aloha. And Philip puts it all together into a Sunday service. www.peopleofdiversity.org is how you can get a hold of us, how you can participate, how you can donate, and help to keep this process moving along.
Last week, now we are on the topic of practicing mindfulness. It's been really interesting. We started out with Sensei Dave Vidito because practicing mindfulness was his idea. Imagine that. So last week we heard from Rabbi Pat Hickman, and her musical guest was Keith Leon. It was really good.
Perfect match.
Yeah, really good. And the Jewish perspective of mindfulness was really cool. She did a great job. So this week we are having Shaman Shannon Davis from the Chicana Center, and she will give us her perspective on practicing mindfulness, and her musical guests are Bob Sima, and Shannon Plummer. Always gets me. Next week we will have a New Thought perspective on practicing mindfulness from Reverend Sue Bailey, and her musical guest will be Melanie England. I talked to Sue this week, and she said she was struggling a little bit with this topic because it is such a Buddhist concept, and she has studied a lot of Buddhism, and that's very near and dear to her heart. So she was finding it interesting putting that into a New Thought perspective. So I can't wait to see what she comes up with next week. I told her if it was difficult, that was all the more reason to do it. So, past services are available on the People of Diversity Facebook pages. Go to the live section and you can see all the services from the beginning of this endeavor in chronological order. Also, from 11:45 till 12:15, following the morning service, we do a deep dive on Zoom, and it's the opportunity to come on and see each other's faces. Very often the speaker is able to join us, and we can ask questions directly to them, but we always have great discussion, and it's just fun. I really enjoy that 30 minutes, and we keep it to 30 minutes so as not to steal your afternoon. At 5:45 Eastern Daylight Time, we rebroadcast the Sunday service. It's the same as the morning service, but we do it on Facebook Live so we can get in the little chat window and make comments and say hi to each other and shoot hearts and that sort of stuff. So that's fun as well. You can get notifications about these events by joining the Facebook People of Diversity group or the People of Diversity page, either one. And that way you'll get notifications when these events are coming up. So each week we bless a country. We are on Bahrain. Next week is Bangladesh. So if you know something about Bangladesh, facts about Bangladesh, or you have pictures from Bangladesh, send them to the email address below and we will use them in our country blessing. So, facts about Bahrain. I learned a lot, that's for sure. Alright. It is located in Asia, and the population is a little more than 1,700,000 people. It is a very small country, 295 square miles.
Wow.
It's one of the first countries to convert to Islam, and now 70% of the people are Muslim, but their constitution protects religious freedom. So that's very interesting. 92% of the country is desert. Crude oil and petroleum products are their primary exports. I find this is an interesting fact following the one I just said. They are the 3rd largest consumer of electricity in the world. a little tiny country. The Bahraini dollar is the second highest valued currency in the world. The Bahrain World Trade Center was the world's first skyscraper that incorporated wind turbines into their design. That's also interesting with all the crude oil and the electricity things, and their skyscraper has wind turbines to generate power. It's home to the world's largest underwater theme park. The world's largest old cemetery is there, and it has 85,000 graves. And this last one, I saw this in multiple places, talking about Bahrain. It's obviously one of the things they're best known for. The Tree of Life is a popular tourist attraction. It's a mesquite tree that was planted in the desert in 1583, and there's no obvious way that it gets water. There's no water there at all, but it continues to flourish, and it is visited by about 65,000 people every year, the Tree of Life. So let's hold the people of Bahrain in our hearts, knowing they want the same things in their lives that we want in ours. We send them our love and our energy and our good thoughts, and we say these words together. May peace prevail in Bahrain. May peace prevail on earth. May peace prevail in me. Thank you. Okay.
So Bob and Shannon are on a world tour of Northwest United States. I think this week they are in Utah and Colorado. So I know there's some of our friends out there who are connecting with them, and we're excited that they've taken a little bit of time out of their tour schedule to drop in and say hi to us. I know that these two, I believe you put in a request, did you not?
I did.
We'll see what happens with that. And then, so Shannon Davis is also out of the state, so she's up in the Carolinas, and she's sending her video in from there. So we should have a very interesting day today. And without further ado, we'll see you on the other side.
Let's go back, let's go back, let's go back to the beginning. Let's go back, let's go back, let's go back to the first time. 1,000 cups of tea, but not like this one. 1,000 breaths we breathe, but not like this one. 1,000 suns will rise, but not like this one. 1,000 lullabies, but not like this one. Let's go back, let's go back, let's go back to the beginning. Let's go back, let's go back, let's go back to the first time. 1,000 passing smiles, come on, sing it, but not like this one. 1,000 starlit skies, but not like this one. 1,000 words to choose, but not like this one. 1,000 I love yous, but not like this one. Let's go back, let's go back, let's go back to the beginning. Let's go back, let's go back, let's go back to the first time. Let's go back, let's go back, let's go back to the beginning. Let's go back, let's go back, let's go back to the first time. I'm with a brand new pair of eyes so that we may finally see. Yeah. 1,000 cups of tea, 1,000 gifts received, 1,000 fields of green, 1,000 farewells will grieve, and 1,000 lives conceived. Come on, sing it. But not like this one. 1,000 hands will hold, but not like this one. 1,000 stories told, but not like this one. 1,000 beauties to behold, but not like this one. And 1,000 hearts you'll know, but not like this one. And 1,000 hearts you'll know, but not like this one. Put your hand up on your heart with us right now. 1,000 hearts you'll know, but not like this one. So let's go back, let's go back, let's go back to the beginning. Let's go back, let's go back, let's go back to the first time. In this moment, everything shows up, everything presents itself just as it is. And when you slow down, let it all happen. Something fantastic, magic happens in you. And when you breathe in, it's like we're all listening to an echoing of our own soul. It's just like a rain cloud, relief it comes pouring down on a thirsty world. Meditation is a medication to cure the illusion of a separation. Meditation is a medication to cure the illusion of a separation, a separation. Into a mind that's still becomes a cup that's filled with effervescence, ever-presence, and a heart that swells. And when you drink from this,
to never-ending peacefulness. Don't have to believe in this, it's a story that tells itself. And when you breathe in, it's like we're all listening to an echoing of our own souls. And when you breathe out, it's just like the rain cloud. Relief, it comes pouring down on a thirsty world. Meditation is a medication to cure the illusion of separation. Meditation is a medication to cure the illusion of separation. We are one when we are all together, and we are one when we are all alone. We are one when we are all together, and we are one when we are all alone. Have you ever been here? Have you ever stayed here? Have you never left here for more than a glance? Have you ever faced this? Have you ever tasted this? There's a relief in the sweetness. Every moment is another chance. And just breathe in, it's like we're all listening to an echoing of our own souls. And when you breathe out, it's just like a rain cloud. Relief, it comes pouring down on a thirsty world. Meditation is a medication to cure the illusion of separation. Meditation is a medication to cure the illusion of separation. Oh, Namah Shivaya. Oh, Namah Shivaya. Oh, Namah Shivaya. Oh, Namah Shivaya. We are one when we are all together. We are one when we are all alone. I have a dream. We are one when we are all together. We are one when we are all alone. Oh, Namah Shivaya. Oh, Namah Shivaya. Oh, Namah Shivaya. Oh, Namah Shivaya. Oh.
Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Shannon Davis and I am a Peruvian trained shaman in the Quero lineage, and I am so very honored to be once again invited back to speak to you. Today is your Sunday and we are speaking on the mindfulness practices, and I want to thank you, Scott and Becky. I miss you both very much. Thank you for having me. Today I am in St. Augustine, Florida, just doing a little traveling, and so my surroundings might look a little bit different. So first, as always, I'd like to go ahead and start by opening up the directions and calling in all the energies of the universe. If you would like to join me or just sit back and relax and feel these beautiful angelic energies, ancestors come in. Here we go. Oh, winds of the south, serpent, Sachimama, please come and wrap your coils of light around us. Help us to see the way without emotional perspective. Teach us how to live our life in beauty. Welcome to the sacred hoop, the sacred circle. Aho. Aho. Winds of the west, Otrongo, Mother Jaguar, fearless one, come please and teach us to be the tracker of what is highest and best for us. Teach us to overcome the greatest secret of all, and that is the energy of change and death, to release our fears from this and move forward to accept all the beauty in our life. Welcome, welcome to the sacred hoop, the sacred circle. Aho. Aho, winds of the north, Hunakari, hummingbird, sweetness of life, ancestors, please come. We invite the ancestors of all the lineages to come today to be with us, to help us live our life in harmony and Aini. Teach us to be the hero of our own story and to take that epic journey. We welcome you here to the sacred hoop, the sacred circle. Aho. Winds of the east, eagle, condor, anka, please come. Fly wingtip to wingtip with us. Help us soar high above the mundane and to work from the energetic, to allow this physical body and all the physical bodies to step aside, to allow the energetic being, the one that is the spark of the creator, to step forward. Help us be in the energetic today. Aho, welcome. Reaching down to the earth. Aho, Pachamama, Mother Earth, please come. We welcome your two-legged, the four-legged, the winged ones, the feathered ones, the creepy crawlies, the plant people, and the stone people. We welcome you here to the sacred hoop, the sacred circle. Aho. And then reaching up to the heavens. Aho, Father Sun, Inti Taiti, Mother Moon, Mama Kia, the angels, Karaka Kalak, the Palladians, angels, 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 Karaka Kalak. We welcome you here to come wingtip to wingtip, to circle us, to keep us safe. We welcome you here to the sacred hoop, the sacred circle. Aho. Opening up Wiracocha, which Wira means the creator's name in Quechua. This is a Peruvian word. Cocha means sacred spring or water. So we are going to reach out to the sacred spring of the creator and put it around us, and I will share it with all, whether you're watching us live on Sunday or watching this later. You will be part of this energy and protected. Here we go, hands at heart, reaching up above us, scooping up this beautiful golden energy. I can feel this, we're just being blessed and protected. And then we, again, just check it for any holes. This is similar to a common practice you may have learned, to put a bubble around you for protection. But this particular bubble is being activated from the creator, from God. And the Wiracocha will last for 4 hours to allow for safety. You can then take the Wiracocha, imagine you have like a cape behind you, and take the Wiracocha and do what I'm about to do and share it with other people. And so when you share it with someone else, you bless them. Like if you were to say, I will pray for you, or I will send you love. That's what I just did for you. I just blessed you. And you all have the capability. You don't have to take a class to do what I just did. Every human being has this innate ability to access from this chakra, above the 7th chakra. This is the 8th chakra. You have the ability to access this and to bless and love. I put my Wiracocha on me every morning. I do this every 4 hours while awake. I put it in over my car when I'm driving, over my family when they're leaving. I send it distantly to my family. I put it over my center, Chicana Spiritual Center, everybody. So this is a beautiful way to bless your community. So, oh. All right, let's see. I'm looking at the times because sometimes I can be a long talker. If you've ever followed me, I'll do my best to stay in harmony or Aini and stay within my minutes. So, all right. We've been asked to discuss mindfulness practices from the perspective of a shaman. Now, again, my perspective, Shannon Davis, the perspective of the keto knowledge that I've learned and integrated, okay? A little bit, I'm gonna have to mention this too because mine starts off about this. like to also let you know that I'm a hospice nurse. I've been a hospice nurse for the last 10 years of my hospice career, which I am currently just working at my center. So I officially retired from nursing, but I will also always be a hospice nurse at heart. So here we go. A hospice shaman's thoughts for the day. Be you. Be the most beautiful version of you, the one that you want to be told in the stories of remembrance of you. And if you don't like your story, then change it today. I'm going to read it one more time. Be you. Be the most beautiful version of you, the one that you want to be told in the stories of remembrance of you. And if you don't like your story, then change it today. I wrote this about a week ago, and I was talking to a very good friend. Her name is Diosa. And I was telling her of the discussion topic. And if you tuned in to the 1 year anniversary, Becky, you might have to correct me. I can't remember if it was the 1 year or the 2 year anniversary. But I remember admitting that, and all of us teachers mostly, had similar thoughts, is these topics can be very challenging. And so Diosa reminded me, what about what you wrote just the other day? And so that started me on my journey of what I'd like to share with you. To me, practicing mindfulness is about being impeccable with my word, or be impeccable with your word. About your word, about yourself, your actions, your intentions, and your energy. So again, practicing mindfulness is about being impeccable with your word, self, actions, intentions, and energy. It's not about judgment of yourself if you make, a mistake. It's about learning from these mistakes so we can evolve as a higher consciousness being. So it's about evolving to create the most beautiful life that you desire. I'd like to share a little bit from my experience about being in hospice. In hospice, I met several, beautiful people. I met several beautiful people that some of them were the patients and some of them were their spouses. Let's see. Where's my little, I missed my note here. Sometimes I get off my story. Oh, yeah. So what I wanted to share was about these beautiful people that I met. And I want to share with you the stories that they shared with me was a lesson in shamanism. Some of them were very sad and some of them were very happy. Sometimes overall, I met a lot of unhappy people towards end of life, whether it be the patient or the spouse. And it wasn't just about their relationship. It was about where they were in life and were they happy with their life? Were they happy with the life that they wrote? Were they happy with the life that they had written? Had they lived a mindful life? In shamanism, we talk about learning from our past so that our past does not write our future. And that's a beautiful lesson I wanted to bring into this mindfulness discussion today is if there are things about your past that you do not like, things that come up in your stories a lot, things that you share a lot, things that you find yourself telling and explaining with people that this is why you cannot move forward, this is why you cannot be happy or be healthy or be whole. These are what we call your stories. And that might trigger you or might not. I clear that for you. Because when I refer to things that you find to be most true to you, things that you would say, this is real. You don't, this is mine, and you can't tell me this isn't mine. Those are what we call our stories. Those are what we call our shadows. And those are your old stories. And thus far in life, you may have already evolved from this, but if not, I'm here to help you today, is those stories have been writing your future. So today, you have the opportunity to stop allowing your past stories to write your future stories. And I learned that before I stepped into shamanism, a little taste of it, not all of it. I watched these beautiful sparks of light, these beautiful beings that had come and to experience the human experience, and how some of them had been very sad for a long period of their life. And so my words again start off. A hospice shaman's thoughts for the day. Be you, but be the most beautiful version of you, the one that you want to be told in the stories of remembrance of you. And if you don't like your story, then you have the opportunity to change it today. So what stories are keeping you from moving forward in life? What stories are writing your future that you don't want your future to be anymore? Let's go ahead and just think. I don't have all the answers for you. I have questions for you. That's true healing. We don't want someone to give us, well, actually, most people do want people to give them the answers, but I will not have answers for you. I have questions for you. I have things that will hopefully make you stir and make you question your old stories. Okay. So let's see. Again, I said, it's about not letting the stories of your past to write the stories of your future. Okay. Are you mindful about what you believe and say about yourself and others? Your words, your thoughts, your actions literally create the reality that you live in and attract to yourself and your life. This is mindfulness. What words are you using? What actions are you taking in life? And my beautiful, sweet community, my friends, my family, I hold space for you and me when I say this, for me and you, is that there is a difference between knowing the right thing to do and practicing the right thing to do. Remember, I'm not talking about right or wrong. I'm a shaman. I don't believe in right or wrong. I don't believe in absolutes. I believe that there only is. But if you're logging on today to learn how to become the most healed version of yourself, then let me repeat it again for you. There is a difference between knowing the right thing to do and practicing the right thing to do. And what I'm referring to is caring for yourself, practicing the mindfulness for your own, your mental well-being, and for your physical body, and for your energetic body. That is the definition of mindfulness to me. Our actions are not only copied by society, but more importantly, our actions are copied by us. Everyone's like, what is she talking about? So I'm saying, yeah, when you make an action or you say certain words, children or people around you will sometimes mimic that. So you teach your words, your actions, your reactions to other people. But I really want you to start with yourself and realize that you're also copying yourself. When you engage in practices in your life, you are telling or influencing your cellular DNA. Oh, I'm working on a phone here. Excuse me. Let's see. You are influencing your cellular DNA. What is acceptable for you? Okay. So let me just say that again. When you engage in practices in your life, you are influencing your cellular DNA. What is acceptable for you? Meaning, if I have a negative perspective of my neighbor and I share that out loud to the other neighbors. I'm telling obviously I'm influencing my neighbors, and maybe, they're going to also act like I am, but I want you to start with yourself. I'm telling myself what is acceptable. What kind of reaction did I get from the neighbors? Oh, they liked that negative talk and they engaged in it. I'm going to do that again. And on a cellular level, I'm telling myself that this is okay, and I continue I continue doing that. Excuse me. For example, being mindful for our stories and becoming stuck in them. The one who says, I am so stressed, continues the story and continues to live in the story, telling it over and over, reprogramming our cellular DNA. But here's my question is, but when do we stop and pause and ask ourselves, what does our body actually need to move out of the stress? What is your body asking for? If you've been saying the story, you've said it to yourself, you said it to your spouse, you said it to people, and you said, well, I'm reacting to you in this anger because I'm stressed. So that's a story. And so the story becomes comfortable. And we repeat the story as a coping mechanism to not deal with the stress. Now I'm going to refer back to the topic of the conversation, a mindful practice. This is an opportunity for you to shift and listen to what your body wants. Have you taken a pause? Have you asked, what do I need to step out of the stress? What do I need to feel in harmony? Do I need to not work for the day? Do I need to turn my cell phone off? Do I need to drink extra water, go to the beach, take a swim? What does my body need? Because if my story has stepped into disharmony, for example, I am stressed, I am not working in a mindfulness manner for my own personal body. And I clear that for you. But hopefully we're bringing up something that's really happening in someone's life that needed to hear this and really helping somebody, right? All right. Very good. We did that. Okay. So it's about actually applying the actions to the medicine our body needs. And when a medicine woman says medicine, I don't mean something that comes in a bottle. I mean going outside, taking off your shoes, putting your feet on the ground, drinking water. My favorite, earth breathing. Lay on the ground. Did you know that it's okay to put your head just like this onto the ground? Take deep breaths into Mother Earth and allow her to bring in harmony into your body, because she really is alive. And she really is the mother that will always nurture you, will always love you, and will never judge you. So my question for everyone, not that I have an answer, but because it's your answer, is so what will you practice? It's about leaving less footprints in the sand of our own life and not creating karmic debt that we then feel like we need to go heal from. Have you been in that situation where you, I call it pucha, negative energy, negative patterns going through your stuff, right? Have you gone through your stuff and then you felt like you had to have some kind of redemption from that, or you needed to heal from that, or you created karma of some sort, but some reason you felt like you needed to release that, right? So it's about living a mindful practice, or having a mindful practice is about how can I create less footprints in the sand that need to be cleared? How can I create less karma and less chaos for my own body? I'm not even really referring to the world yet around us. The most important thing, my beautiful friends, is that you create harmony for you. When you are in harmony, I 100% promise you that the world around you will be in harmony. That might not make sense right now, and that's okay. It doesn't need to make sense right now. Trust me on this. When you are in harmony, really in harmony, not I tried it for a day or I tried it for a week and it's not working. I mean, really put some attention to your mindfulness. Really pay attention to what you need for you to come into harmony with the world around you. Then the world around you becomes in harmony. When you become less reactive to the world around you. It takes some time. That's what a mindful practice is about. Being mindful about your reactions, being mindful about your thoughts, about your energy, about what you put out into the universe and what comes back to you. And I promise you, the world is a tapestry for you to paint. It's a tapestry of beautiful colors. And if your colors look kind of dull or washed out right now, I'm here to tell you that you have the power to brighten your colors with your perspective. Let's see. So I was talking about it's about leaving less footprints, okay? All right, we're going to read this to segue. It's about leaving less footprints in the sand of our own life and not creating karmic debt that when we feel the need to heal, whether it be in this lifetime or next. Again, so it's about not creating more karmic debt that we have to heal in this life or the next. Mindfulness is about identifying the good, the bad, and the ugly, okay? Meaning the good and the bad and the ugly could meaning the shadows and the light in your life. And begin or continue to heal from your shadows. It's a human condition. It's only human to have shadows. Shadows are, here's my definition of shadows. Shadows are the things that we judge about ourselves, or the shadows are the things we judge about others. Shadows are our traumas or our stories that continue to haunt us. Not all our stories. If we've healed from our stories, we move past the stories, those are not our shadows. Those are our lessons. Things that helped us evolve into the more healed version of ourselves. But our shadows are the ones, and what might you call them? Traumas, emotional wounds, things that trigger you, things that you get upset about, okay? So mindfulness is about recognizing and addressing these shadows, these wounds, these traumas, to create the most beautiful version of yourself, the one that you are proud of and that you want to be remembered by. You want to be remembered in the most beautiful stories. You want to bring beauty to the children and the children's children. Let's see. Oh, I wrote down a couple examples of mindful language I recommend you avoid. Okay. These are things that, so I teach at Chicana Spiritual Center. It's my center. It's a Keto trained community. And what I do mostly is I teach shamans. I teach you how to be a shaman. And this is what I talk about. Everything I'm telling you is what I talk about. And I suggested them avoid this language because remember, I told you earlier, you are telling your body at a cellular level what you want. So when you say things like this, I hate my body. This arm is killing me. I'm stupid. I'm a dumb blonde. I'm always poor, or I will always be poor. And now I'm going to say, clear that. Because that language is being programmed into your cellular DNA. And you don't need that, okay? Clear that. I want to teach you something. When I say clear that, that is a shamanic term used by shamans to clear any negative speech patterns for whether you said it and someone might say clear that, or I clear that for you, but you can say it even if you need to use it in a teaching principle like I just did. I'm going to say clear that. So what I just did was I energetically cleared it out of mine and your cellular DNA. Okay. So I know I got just a few minutes left, but we're going to dig deeper into shadow work, since that's, I'm sure Becky's got like, yeah, Shannon always goes to the shadow work. Here we go. Shadow work is an emotional and spiritual practice of reflecting within yourself to seek the original root cause of anger, jealousy, sadness, anxiety, depression, fears, an inability to move forward in life, financial instability, suffering, physical, emotional, spiritual pain, any emotional response from yourself that is uncomfortable. That's called shadow work, my friends. And shadow work, in my opinion, is a part of a, so what's our topic? I just lost it.
Mindfulness.
Thank you. Mindfulness techniques. Shadow work is a part, in my world, of mindfulness techniques. It is the belief of the Keto shamans that all of these above responses from your body have an original emotional wound. An emotional wound that each and one of us are very powerful people, and we have the power to heal from these expressions of fear. Okay? The Keto believe that there are only two powers in this world. One is love and the other is fear. And all expressions come from one or other of these two powers. For example, anger comes from fear. The human body has been trained by society that we live in to react from and live in fear. The society we live in has normalized fear, for example, talking about our own bodies. For example, like I said, disharmonious things like, I can't stand my fat, they're that. So now we're learning that we can make a conscious decision to react from love. Even when we don't like something, we can still choose loving thoughts. For example, understanding that we are aging and that this is a natural process in life and all of our bodies will change. So instead of being angry at the changes we see, we can act with love towards our body because it listens to us. Remember, I told you you're imprinting it at a cellular level, right? It loves us back. And if we're wanting, for example, to lose weight or body, our body is more responsive to us when we are actually in love with our body or speaking in love with our body. Love attracts love to us, and fear attracts fear to us. This is a mindfulness practice. I'm going to skip to something I saw today. I captured. I want to close off with this for everyone. Here we go. I saw this on a social media post, and it was called Sad Jesus. It's a conversation between someone, me, in here, and God. Me says, "Hey God," and God says, "Hello, my love." Me says, "I'm falling apart. Can you put me back together?" God says, "I'd rather not." Me says, "Why?" God says, "Because you're not a puzzle." And me says, "What about all the pieces of my life that are falling down onto the ground?" And God says, "Let them stay there for a while. They fell off for a reason. Take some time and decide if you need any of those pieces back." Me says, "You don't understand. I'm breaking down." And God says, "No, you don't understand. You are breaking through. What you are feeling are just growing pains. You are shedding the things and the people in your life that are holding you back. You are not falling apart. You are falling into place. Relax. Take some deep breaths and allow those things you don't need anymore to fall off of you. Quit holding on to the pieces that don't fit you anymore. Let them fall off. Let them go. Me. Once I start doing that, what will be left of me? God. Only the very best pieces of you. Me. I'm scared of changing. God. I'll keep telling you, you aren't changing, you are becoming me. Becoming who? God. Becoming who I created you to be. A person of light and love and charity and hope and courage and joy and mercy and grace and compassion. I made you for more than the shallow pieces you have decided adorn yourself with, that you cling to with such greed and fear. Let those things fall off of you. I love you. Don't change. Become. 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 Become who I made you to be. I'm going to keep telling you this until you remember it. Become me. There goes another piece. God. Yep. Let it be. Me. So I'm not broken? God. No. But you are breaking like the dawn. It's a new day. Become. Become. Author John Rodell. Now, I just want to say to everyone, thank you for joining me. I'm blessed to be able to speak for the pod. I think about every 6 weeks. I'll see you again in about 6 weeks. I'm going to go ahead and close space. If anyone has any questions, as always, you can just reach out to Scott or Becky via the pod, and they will let me know. They always forward me any questions. You can also find me on all social media. My name is Shannon Davis, Chicana Spiritual Center. It's been my honor to speak for you today, and I hope that any part of this message has blessed your family and many generations to come. I hope. Aho, into the south. Thank you for coming today. We release you in love and gratitude. Aho. Aho, winds of the west. Thank you for coming today. We release you in love and gratitude. Aho. Winds of the north, Winakari. Thank you for coming today. We release you in love. Aho. Winds of the east, Eagle Condor. We release you in love and gratitude. Aho. Pachamama, sweet mother, thank you for all that you do for us. We release you in love and gratitude. Aho. Heavens, Inti Taiti Mama Kia, thank you. Thank you, Karaka. I ask the angels to be with everyone, circling them, and keeping them and their families safe. Aho. Aho.
Thank you, Bob and Shannon. It's always so great, and we really appreciate being able to count on you, even when I know you guys are busy and running around and making music for a whole lot of people out there in the world and spreading good things. And we really appreciate you taking time out and sending your videos in. And thank you. We love you, and I'll be glad when you get home. Shaman Shannon Davis from the Chicana Center. Mm-hmm. Thank you, as always, very heartfelt, educational, enlightening. We just thank you so much, and we really appreciate you as well. Philip Lupo, tech man extraordinaire. If you are out in the world and have technical needs and this sort of thing, virtual or live, Philip's your man. Contact him at the email address below, and he will give you some help if you need it. So, what else do I have? Oh, don't forget the Zoom deep dive immediately following the morning service, 11:45 to 12:15. Tonight, if you're watching in the morning, this evening at 5:45, we will rebroadcast the service, and we watch it twice. Every time. Mm-hmm. It's always a treat to see it again. I always get a lot out of it the second time. So I encourage you to do that, even if you're watching in the morning, or if you have people that you know out there that would benefit from what you saw today, send them back tonight. Or if you have something else that you do, there's a lot of people that have their own faith practice that takes them away from their Facebook on Sunday morning. So if you're one of those people, and you would like to broaden your ideas and your knowledge about other faiths, then join us on Sunday evenings. Make it a habit. It's a good one. So, what else?
Swim mill.
Oh, next week. That's right. Next week we have Reverend Sue and Melanie England, 2 longtime pod members, and we're really looking forward to hearing from them. So, thank you. Yeah.
So let's take a moment and just say thank you for all of this. If you'll close your eyes, take a deep breath, put your feet on the ground. Spirit, we just want to thank you and acknowledge all that it took to put this together, and the wonder that this service and this opportunity is for us and for so many others. We are so deeply grateful, and we say amen. Now, don't click off just yet, because the most importantest part of the entire service is next. If you'll take a moment and visualize, bring into your heart space anybody in your world that could use some support, use some prayer, use a little positive energy in their life. And we're going to come together in an energetic circle and really just push energy out to all those that would need it, and receive in for ourselves all that we may need as well. And we hope to see you this evening, or in the deep dive afterwards, or sometime through the week. Have an amazing week, and we'll see you next time.
One power, one power, one power, one power, one power, one power. There's one power invisible, and you see it everywhere and every day. One power indescribable, and you speak of it with every word you say. Mysterious until you know the truth, as simple as the love inside of you. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, angels' wings or heaven's door. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? It's the power of the love.